Hello everybody, this is Ricardo Mello, and this video is to show you events on the new widget architecture. Basically, we're going to create an input widget that will fire an event as soon as the user hits enter. And then we're going to do something useful on the page with that event. Okay, so first grab your development channel latest build. And if you have that, you see that you have the widget folder there. Right now is empty. Let me go to my GitHub account, which is rmello4d. If I check my repositories, I'll see a bunch of widgets there. You are welcome to try and use any of those widgets. But for the purpose of this video, we are using MyOwnEvent. If I go to MyOwnEvent, the file structure is basic. There's no third-party libraries for this example. I have the explanations here, so you can check it out. But I'm going to let me go straight ahead and download the zip. Download the zip. I will unzip. There we go. I have my folder unzipped. And very, very important, GitHub adds -master to your folder. You have to fix that. The name of your widget must be the name of your folder. So once I have done that, I copy and I will paste in the documents Wakanda widgets. As soon as I paste there, my widgets should be available in Studio. There we go. I have widgets, my folders there, and I will create. Okay, let's go and create a page and use the widget right away. Let's go to a page called event test, or yeah, events test. That's good. So my page is blank. If I scroll down, I will see that in the section custom widgets, I have my recent installed widget. I'll drag to my page. It's an input widget. To make things interesting, I'm gonna add a button to the page as well. And I'm gonna ask to hide that button when I load the page. If I save and execute the page right now, as you see, I have already a widget that's an input. And I don't have the button because I asked to hide the button at load. Great. If I go back to Wakanda, now what I want is, let's say that when after the user type something and hits enter, what I want to do is to show the button. So in my widget here, if I look to events, you're going to notice that there's a new event here I called MyOwnEvent. But you can call anything you want, and you can have many events related to your widget. We're going to see right after how do I do that through the code. It's very simple. But at this moment, I'm just going to edit the event. Let me say that, sorry, button 1. I'm going to show it. Great. And also let me say that, all right, let's say also that button 1 value is confirm. Okay. Okay, if I save now and I run my test, I have my input widget. As soon as the user types and hits enter, I show a confirm button. So we just saw it, how you, through the widget, you fire a custom event, and in the page, you grab that event and you do an action with other widgets. Also, in this case, the widget, the fire event, the event can contain some information. So let me show you first straight here, then I will show you by the code. So let's say that you have a text input here, and okay, that's all I need. It's called rich text 1, And if I go to my events now and I add that page, let's say that my reach text is I'm gonna set the value to event.data.value. I'll explain that in a few, but right now let's see what's gonna happen with my page. So I go back to my page, I save, execute. Now if I type something and hit enter, I have a text that's shown here and my button confirm. So let's look the code finally. Okay, most important file, widget.js, where you code your widget. The beginning is pretty much standard. You define your widget and then you require our core library. Then you create the widget and you associate that to a variable. And from now on, things are going to get more interesting. By default, when I create a widget, the architecture is going to create a div element. But here I'm saying, don't create a div element, create an input element. So all I need to do is to change the tag name to input, and the top level HTML element is going to be an input element. Okay. So then in my init function, I'm using here jQuery to say if someone types something in my widget, whenever it is enter, fire an event. Okay. The name of the event can be anything you want, and you can fire many events. For example, I could say here, okay, fire validation check. I don't know. Okay, and then I'm maybe passing some value. Actually, the second parameter is object that you can pass pretty much anything you want as in the object. Okay, so I can have many fire events for my widget. Okay, that's all I need. Oh, don't forget to return your widget at the end. Okay, that's all I have to do for my widget.js. Now let's see designer.js. In the designer.js, which is the file that will change the studio part of the widget, not at runtime. We're talking about the studio part. What I have is I set the size to 200 by 20. That's why my widget here is 200 by 20. And I'm going also to define an event to be added to the tab event. So by adding this, I am adding this guy here. And the whole architecture does the rest for you. So as you can see, there is a straight relation of the events that I fire here to the events that are available to my widget. Okay, great. And as you, I don't know if you noticed, but that value here, okay, so I'm firing an event and I'm passing an object. And how did I get that object in my page? So I use the event as the object passed in that function. The architecture is going to store everything in data, and then value here is just the attribute that you can see it. Oops, sorry. You can see it here. Okay, so that's all. I hope it's not too confusing, clicking everywhere, but I'll try to get better as I add more videos, more widgets to our great Wakanda. I hope you enjoyed.